Roger McKnight and Stacy Hendricks. They are heading up prom and graduation. I'm so excited, but I think y'all are a little underdressed.
Wait.
Really?
Prom and
Like-
graduation?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Prom, like you wore that because you wanted to talk about prom?
Yes.
It's project graduation, not prom and graduation.
I'm so embarrassed. Oh, hold on. I
What
have
are we
a
into?
massive wardrobe. I can change this. Hold on just a minute. This is so embarrassing. If I can get this off, I will be right back.
I was beginning to wonder that I was a little underdressed.
Yeah, well, I didn't understand what she was doing.
I know. And she, the age limit, I think, she
Yeah, it
wasn't
seems
the right
like,
age
if
limit.
I'm not mistaken, she was at the first project graduation, but not as a participant.
What?
And I think she was pregnant.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's what I heard.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll have to ask her about that when she comes back.
Now, am I much better? Am I
Yes.
ready for
I think you're
graduation
appropriate.
now? Oh gosh, I am so excited about project graduation. So, Roger, can you tell me a little bit about project graduation, exactly what it is? Because back when I was in high school, we didn't have that. Ours was more like a project graduation was a pastor party. So,
That's true. In the mid 80s, there was no project graduation, early 80s, even prior to that. And graduating seniors would go out, and usually they would throw parties, and they would get out of control, and people would get in trouble. And in the mid 80s, 2 years in a row, a graduating senior died in an automobile accident from a drunk driving incident. And so the community, who is very proud of the high school seniors when they graduate, and they're excited to see where they go in their lives and what they do with their lives, they realized that this is an unacceptable thing, especially when you have families coming in. If you have an entire family come in and then the loss of a child when everyone's there, it's just tragic.
Very tragic.
And so the community got together and said, what can we do? What can we do to provide an opportunity and an activity that is safe and drug and alcohol free for the students, the graduating seniors, and even the juniors? And so they decided, did a little research, and decided that project graduation was the way to do it. And being from Nacogdoches and knowing that Stephen F. Austin and the facilities that they have, it's amazing. And so they pursued having project graduation at Stephen F. Austin, and it's worked out fantastic since 1989.
I remember 1989. I was a blackjack dealer at the very first project graduation, and all the seniors were so excited, and we had a great time with all the kids. And and the community got behind it, and it's been a wonderful project ever since then.
It has, and the community is the reason that this is happening, because they care about these seniors, they care about the high school students, and they want to provide them with something to say goodbye to their high school
An
high school
alternative
career.
to what used to happen
Correct.
back a long time ago. So, and keeps the kids busy and active. And what can they take away from project graduation other than just having a good time?
Well, at project graduation, there are several activities, and there are several games and things of that nature. And they can, one of the activities that they have is gambling, and they can gamble for tickets, and there will be a raffle, and they can win tickets based on what they're doing in the gambling, and then they put that towards a raffle so they can win prizes. They can win if they participate in the athletic events that are happening. There are prizes in cash, and then they have just regular drawings for everyone that's there has an opportunity to receive a prize through a drawing, both juniors and seniors. And then there are certain prizes that are just for the graduating seniors, but there are some that are specifically for the juniors as well.
Do you have to be athletic to participate in the athletic events? Because there are some like me that are not real athletic.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Because you have the relay races, which are a series of fun activities. And you do not have to be athletic to participate in that. They have beach volleyball, which you can only have one volleyball player from the high school team on your team. And it's co-ed, so there's 3 boys and 3 girls on each side. And we'll have 30 teams participating in that. We do have basketball and dodgeball, which is in a racquetball court, which makes it very fast. It's a very high energy activity, and the one that most of the people will spend their time watching, because seeing people hit with a dodgeball in such close quarters.
Really exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And then you have soccer. We introduced soccer last year. The soccer players came up during the project graduation assembly last year and said, we don't have soccer and we want it. And so I contacted Stephen F. Austin, and they said they had an indoor soccer netting and ball, and so we introduced that, and it was a big hit last year.
But you don't have to be on the soccer team to...
No, in fact,
like
volleyball, like basketball, you can only have one per varsity player on any
Ooh, good.
team.
Yeah.
So
Well, stack those teams.
yeah, I know. That's right, because they want that money and that prize.
Those good prizes that that are out there. Yes.
And for the non-athletic person, maybe like you, swimming might be an option, or going through the lazy river or something like that.
That is my kind of project.
Yeah.
Do you get a prize for just riding
No,
around
but
the
they
lazy
do have
river?
bingo,
Oh.
and they will have blow up air bouncy houses where you can do a variety of activities like that.
Those are my
There will
kind
be
of
tons
projects.
of food there
Yes.
for people to eat, and like you say, the swimming is a lot of fun, and there's music constantly playing, and just having an opportunity to spend one last night with all your
Yeah.
friends.
It's like a big slumber party for everyone.
That's exactly what
Except
it
no
is.
slumber, a lot of eating and activities. And well, I know all of the prizes that for all the games, they have to come from somewhere.
They do. What we have done so far is the junior class solicits parent volunteers. So we really rely heavily on our junior class to have those parents help us. And so we've started with a large group that has then developed into smaller committees, and really worked well, because we have a chairman for each committee, and then that chairman relays that information and gets help from additional junior parents. So it's really a junior class sponsored for those senior students. And I think what has worked well in the past that we continue to do, and that is to solicit donations from parents, junior parents, senior parents, freshman, sophomore parents, and also community members, any organizations, banks, and so forth. So we really call on the community to help us out. And as Roger said, they have, every single year since, 1989?
1989, I remember.
Every year they have just gone above and beyond. And so we really appreciate the community support as well.
Right, because those kids eat a lot of food. I mean, if everybody has one teenager, you know how much food they can eat.
Right.
So food donations are probably very important from...
That's exactly right. And I think with the parents, if there's anybody that is willing to volunteer, we will need chaperones the night of project graduation from 11 to 5. So we will be calling for project graduation volunteers as well. So we do appreciate the junior class and the parents for supporting this event for those seniors.
Right, that's very good. And the need for volunteers is because we do want to keep this a very safe project for the kids, and they are monitored 100% of the time.
Absolutely,
when they're there.
absolutely. This is going to be a safe and drug-free environment, and we want to make sure that it's safe for all students. And so we have lots of volunteers and people not only helping with the food and helping with the games and different things like that, but just in different locations for questions and things that the students may have, because we do want to make it a fun environment, but also a safe environment for all that attend.
Exactly. We are continuing this project graduation party. We have a new member to our set. This is Julie McClellan. She is also one of the committee chairs for project graduation. I want to get back more into, because we have 400 seniors, plus we'll have maybe 300 juniors at this event, plus parents. We need a lot of food. We need a lot of donations for prizes, because there's a lot of games going on. Let's expound on what we actually need, and as far as volunteers and food and money and all that.
Well, there's several different committees that have come together that it takes for project graduation. I'm doing the registration committee. That takes at least 15 to 20 volunteers. We need volunteers for chaperones. We need volunteers for food. We need volunteers to head up the casinos. Stacy?
Just volunteers to be at different locations throughout to make sure it's a safe environment.
Because every door has a
parent,
there monitoring it.
absolutely, and
That's
bathrooms and a variety of locations. So just parent volunteers are really what make this happen for the event.
Okay. If someone is not able to donate a particular prize or say food, is there other ways to donate, like cash money?
Oh, absolutely. We're taking any and all donations, actually. So we have a prize committee and a raffle committee. So we're taking those different prize and raffles from any stores that are willing to donate. And then we have a GoFundMe account set up. NAC junior class has set up this GoFundMe account to make it easy for those that are technically savvy, I guess, if you will, and can make a donation on the spot. And then we also have a P.O. box address that you can mail your donation into as well. And don't worry, somebody checks that every single day to make sure that those donations are coming in. So we do appreciate all donations. I mean, every dollar counts, so we do appreciate that.
Yeah, just if someone donated $10, that would buy a pizza, which
Oh,
would
absolutely.
feed several kids, or a $10 prize, maybe for a second place win or something like that. So no amount is too small.
That's exactly right. We are accepting any and all donations and are appreciative for anything that we are able to get. We've had lots of parents that have donated. We have had lots of community members and organizations that have also given. And I believe the whole foundation is they believe in what NAC ISD is doing, and they want to make sure that these seniors going out have a memorable last occasion here at NISD.
Right. And if someone does want to volunteer, they don't have to volunteer the whole night, do they? Because some people need a little sleep. Some people are a little older and can't stay up all night long. So they can maybe sign up for a segment. Is that correct?
Right. Well, like the registration committee, that's usually an hour and a half commitment. Starting at 11, ending about 12:30. Chaperones can take any kind of shift they want. There's usually a 2-hour shift that you can take to be a chaperone or for food. There's any amount of time that you're willing to donate, we will accept.
Correct. Okay, well that's good because I know when I volunteer before I had
You're losing a hat.
Yes, I think I had a much larger head when I was a senior, maybe larger hair, maybe back then. So if they want to volunteer, they can contact who for volunteering?
Absolutely. I'm project chair, so they could contact me, Stacy Hendricks, at s.n.hendricks@gmail.com, and we'll put that on the screen. But they could contact me, and I will make sure that they get to the right chairperson for the committee that they so choose.
Okay, that's great. I am still losing this hat. It's just not.
It still looks good.
Well,
I just tell you, it still looks
the
good.
80s fashions are a little bit different than the fashions nowadays. Not near as nice as they were in the 80s. Anyway, we want to thank Julie and we want to thank Stacy and Roger that exited the scene. We want to thank them for visiting us with us today about Project Graduation. This is Kim Henson. I forgot my last name. Kim Henson with Nacogdoches, or iNsider Nacogdoches, and we hope to get lots of volunteers, lots of